What's up, everybody? It's Leo from Leonidas Trim and Timber, and today we have a lesson in understanding and listening to God. I say that tongue in cheek, but about a month ago, I came out and I cut this tree up about 3 feet into the woods that had landed on this client's shed. And I just got a call today from the property manager, and another tree has fallen on the shed. So obviously, God doesn't want them to go in the shed. But we have this red oak right here, and it's a massive one. We are going to start cutting anything that is not weight bearing first. Got a lot of good firewood coming from this tree that we're going to take care of. But I'm going to just cut and haul, and as you can see, this thing is a massive, massive tree. And so massive, it took some of these other branches off when it came. But I think the soil here is not good soil because a few trees have fallen during the last couple of windstorms, and this is a very healthy red oak, I believe. I think it's red oak. It's either red or white, and I think round leaves is red. This is the root system. As you can see, it got uprooted like a bunch of these other trees around this area, and it fell straight onto their shed right here. And we are going to take probably and cut all the way here and leave the rest for anybody who wants these big rounds. Oak gets real heavy real quick, and I don't want to spend all that energy getting that. So I'm going to take a lot of this stuff, go climb on their shed and clean everything up. And you see there's an oak branch up in this tree here as well. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. Said it'd be a 2-day project because it was an emergency. I didn't have all the equipment. I just brought my saw and pole saw and ladder. But we'll get into it. So it's been about 30 minutes. We got everything that my pole saw can handle efficiently. This isn't the most powerful pole saw out there, but I'm not going to complain because my neighbor gifted it to me for doing a tree in her backyard. And I'm putting it to use, putting it to work. But now I'm going to turn you guys off and I'll start recording when I get to some of that bigger stuff. I'm going to just start hauling everything away. And I don't want you guys to see that. That's just kind of boring. So I'll see you guys when I start cutting again. Peace. All right, everybody, we are going to get started cutting again using that pole saw I just talked about. When you can use a pole saw, use it. It's just safer. It might not cut as efficiently as a regular saw, but when you're one man and you're not sure exactly where everything is positioned on a crushed shed like that, best possible way is to avoid being close to it in case it rolls or falls. So it's going to take a little bit more time using the pole saw, but it'll be a lot safer up until I get to the shed. And then I'll probably have to climb up onto that trunk a little bit and start cutting. So let's get it going. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, pretty crazy. I live out, not this house, next house down, but I saw this come down last night.
Yeah.
I heard it cracking, I heard it smash the thing, but, are you going to be throwing a lot of it back into the
You want
line?
some part of it?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's the plan as well for me to take. So you can come out by and take any of this as you want. I'll take some of the bigger stuff. What size are you looking for? Something around this size?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if not a little smaller. I
came out here a month ago.
Yeah, a different one fell,
A
right?
different one. All right, so we're getting there by getting it off the shed, guys. I'm gonna just reposition you. And we almost got one of the two main stems all the way cut down without further damaging the shed. And then we're gonna play a little jigsaw puzzle to try to get that bottom one out. Do as much as I can before I get tired. I got another estimate to go to this evening. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. It's been kind of fun, been kind of cool, and lots of firewood, baby. product placement. Woo. So the tree is off the shed now. Don't know how much I want to do today. I've got to cut some up into chunks for 2 doors down. I got to figure out how deep am I going to take this into the woods. But I think it's time for a break. Let me show you guys what it looks like now. Everything is off the shed. I just got to take some of these logs off. Oh, got to figure out what time it is now. So that log is free right there. That's on the shed. All this stuff is free. It's not attached to the main trunk anymore. But I am going to take a break real quick, see what time it is, because I've got another estimate to get to tonight. And I told the property manager that I'd be back tomorrow to finish this. So I've got a job tomorrow morning at 10. So we'll probably spend most of tomorrow afternoon out here figuring out what to do with the rest of this stuff. But I want to give myself a good head start for tomorrow as far as cleanup and loading. So I'm probably going to spend another 45 minutes cutting up everything and stacking it and getting it ready to go for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.